What's up, you guys? Brian Felder here with another episode of Adventures of an Entrepreneur, where we interview successful entrepreneurs and business owners to really learn some of their challenges, some of their successes, and then why they got in the business. Maybe they were working a full-time job and they wanted to launch their own business. Or maybe they wanted to go ahead and maybe they are self-employed and they want to scale their business. But we are really, really excited for our guest today. Sadie is a professional real estate agent with TVRG Homes, and we're going to hear some of her challenges, some of her successes, where she's at today, and then what's life look like, and what was she doing before. So welcome, Sadie.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Sadie, how long have we known each other?
9 years almost? Yeah, I think almost 9.
Actually, it is 9.
Yeah, almost.
Almost 9.
Almost.
Because when did you join TVRG Homes?
2017.
And how old were you at that time?
22?
22 years old.
Yeah.
What were you doing before? Before you got into real estate?
I was a substitute teacher.
Okay.
I got out of college thinking I wanted to go back and get a master's degree to teach. And so I was just subbing in the meantime until I did that.
Okay.
And then realized pretty quickly that that was just not going to be for me.
So substitute teaching was part-time, full-time?
I was doing it full-time, but I was living at home. So full-time wasn't necessarily full-time. It was just doing whatever I could do to get.
Okay. Sorry, we just heard a little bit of music in the background, which was really good, which was awesome, which was actually one of my favorite songs, which was crazy. So that's how these things go, which is really cool. So in life, you never know what curveballs are thrown your way when you're running your own business, which is really good.
Living life in seasons.
And living life in seasons. Dead arse. Whatever this new thing with TikTok is. But say, let me ask you this. I'm going from full-time, living at home.
Living at home.
Full-time, what made you say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore? Like, what caused the burnout for you to be like, I don't want to do this?
I think I just realized pretty quickly I didn't have the patience to be a teacher. And I realized I didn't need to go back and get my master's to do something that I didn't want to do forever. And I had a friend that was in real estate, and that's honestly something I've never thought of something less. I just impulsively was like, I'm going to get my real estate license. This is going to be so fun. And I realized pretty quickly I should have thought a little more about it. Worked out in my favor. But at first I was like, wow, that was just such an impulsive decision for no reason whatsoever.
And when you got into real estate, was it more about like, real estate just gives me, like, why real estate? Just because a friend? Or was it like, no, there's these really cool things that I can learn from?
I mean, this is probably such a cliche answer, but my friend was like, oh, I think you'll be really good because you're good at interior design and you like reality TV about real estate. And I was like, yeah, that sounds realistic. Sure, I can do that. Plus I was living at home and I knew that I could take the risk of doing something like real estate where I did financially. Correct. I think if I'd been in a different position, I would have thought more about it and I probably would never have dabbled with it. But really I was like, oh, this is going to be like House Hunters. This will be fun. And plus I can design rooms and you know, kind of tap into that side of my passion. So
did you spend a lot of time? So you're full-time substitute teaching.
Correct.
The goal is I want to get out of this. I don't see myself long-term here. Let me go ahead and get into real estate. Did you know real estate was like a self-employed or as a business owner or entrepreneurial type?
I never
position?
ever thought of it as like an entrepreneur. I never thought about running my own business, truly because I did no research whatsoever as like what it took to be a realtor. I started out as a solo agent. And I mean, honestly, I didn't really put what I should have into it. I didn't take the time to learn what I needed to be doing and affiliate with people that were going to help me do that. And so for the first few months, I was running a business, not at all. I was, you know, a realtor, but not really actually doing anything real estate related, scrambling, being like, oh, this is really hard. I'm just going to get out of the business.
Yeah.
And that's when we got introduced.
And so how did we get into? You know what's funny? I don't remember how we got into.
Yeah,
Laura.
Laura, a good family friend. I met with her because she had been doing cabinet installations, and
That's
I was
right.
trying to get, you know, somebody in the the new other realtors trying to tap into that. And she was like, you have to talk to Brian Felder.
So 9 years almost.
Almost 9 years, yeah.
What has been your biggest challenge? What'd you say? Like, what's been the hardest part about being an entrepreneur in real estate?
Probably just time management and making sure that the time that I'm like doing the right activities to grow my business and run a business, and really structuring it like I'm running a business, not like it's just a job. And also, like, you know, on a team, you do have accountability, but at the end of the day, you're waking up every day and you're your own boss. You're the one that's in charge of what you're going to be doing. So prioritizing the things that I need to do to go out and get business and business that I want to work has been really, it's an ongoing challenge, something I'll always struggle with.
But you've done such a good job having success with it because you've identified, and this I think is really important, whether you are launching your business for the first time, you're getting into the real estate industry, whether you are running your current business as a solopreneur, or you want to scale another business, you really got to identify like, where am I putting my time, really managing your time the right way.
Yeah.
I feel like you've done a really good job of that. I have seen you grow so much over the past almost 9 years.
Yeah.
How did you learn how to manage that? Like, how do you deal with that on a daily basis? Or like, how do you know which clients to give attention to? Or
Yeah. I think a big part of it is like figuring out there's multiple things that you need to be doing every day. And so it's so easy in this business to just wake up and be like spinning your wheels because you're trying to nurture your current clients and you're trying to go out and get new clients. And then also financially, like budgeting everything. And so figuring out what I need to put towards each thing every single day and then sticking to that schedule. And then also making sure that I allow time for me to take a step back. I think when you're an entrepreneur, it's so easy to just work all the time. And I did start, my second, third year, when I started seeing success, I was just working all the time and you get burned out so easily.
Yes.
And so I've really in the last year been better at setting proper, like I'm taking a day off and not feeling guilty about it and things like that.
So when you're running your own business, you got to set boundaries.
Yeah.
And like really say, okay, I'm going to give it when I'm on, I'm on.
Yeah.
When I'm working, I'm working. When I'm not, when I'm playing, I'm playing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it's so easy to be like, oh, I'm getting into real estate for the flexibility, but you don't make money unless you're working. So like, yeah, you have this flexible schedule, but like I could take every day off and never make any money, or I could work all day and never have any fun and have all this money that I'm not doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
well, and I think it's also, especially with real estate, most people, the traditional thinking is it's nights and weekends.
Yeah.
With real estate. So it's not like you're taking time off during the day and not doing anything.
Right.
You're still working during the day, then you're showing and meeting clients at night, and then you're working on weekends and open houses and like mentoring others. Like, how did you create your schedule to give you the balance that you were looking for? How did you do that?
Well, I think for the first few years I was in the business, I did feel guilty, like taking a morning off to go to the grocery. But I was like, but no, I'm going to head out at 3:00 and not get home till 8 because I'm showing homes. So I have to figure out that balance of like, it's okay to like, my schedule is never going to be the traditional schedule. It doesn't mean that I I wake up at home and I don't do anything. If I don't have anything else to do, I'm working. But I think just it's very easy to be hard on yourself in that sense that you feel like you need to be, it's work all day, every day. And that's just not the case.
Well, it's also, if you love what you do and you're passionate about it, it's hard to turn it off.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
and that's something I don't think I'll ever be able to fully do is turn it off. Like, yeah, you go on vacation, you're like, I'm disconnecting, but it's impossible.
It's impossible
to fully disconnect.
Especially if it's something you love.
Yeah.
And so like that I think is really important. You didn't know that you were on love real estate until you actually got in.
Yeah.
So I think there are times when you have to take a leap of faith.
Yeah.
And so when you leave your full-time job or you leave, if someone's looking to leave a full-time job or leave a part-time, whatever, and get into business for their own self, sometimes you do got to take a leap.
Yeah.
And you never know what that may be good. It may not work out.
Yeah.
For you, it just worked out.
Yeah.
So what do you love about it? What do you love about real estate?
The reason I got into real estate, like the things I thought I were going to love about real estate are not the reasons that I stay in real estate.
Say that again.
Yeah. So I got into real estate again. Like I like interior design. I like pretty homes. I like showing homes. Like that I still love and I still feel passionate about that. But that is not what is getting me to go every single day and work as hard as I do. The people are why I do. And I think it's just you don't realize how much of an impact you're making when you're in this role because you're literally helping people change their lives financially, making investments, buying a house because they're expecting, buying a house because they're getting married, whatever it is. Like you're part of that with them.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with like showing homes is fun, but it's like actually at the closing table, that impact you've made, which is what makes me want to get up and be like, okay, I want to do more of that.
Well, and also if they're appreciative, acknowledge your hard work, your service, you get more amped up to do more and more of that. Sure. And then you identify those type of clients and then you go, okay, so like real estate it's widespread. You can do all kinds of stuff in you can do work foreclosures, first time home buyers, senior market. Like how did you build your practice and continue to build your practice to where you identify the people you want to work with when you want to work with them?
Yeah. I will say my bread and butter and like my favorite people to work with are first-time home buyers because it does allow me to integrate that teaching side of things into real estate because you don't realize how little people know when they go to buy their first home. And that's why working with a good realtor is so important because you really have to inform them every step of the way 10 times over before it's like, oh, that makes sense and I feel good about what I'm doing. So that was a big part of it, like finding the type of buyer that I want to work. And then also once you find the right type of buyer, they're referring you to other like-minded buyers. This business can feel so so exhausting if you're working with people that are not. And so that's another thing, like now being in almost 9 years, being able to identify the people that I don't want to put my time and energy into has been a really big part of like me continuing to have success.
Well, you just hit on something, two things. One, your past experience, you were able to carry over the teaching.
Yeah.
So you can absolutely leverage your past experiences, your past skills when you launch your own business.
Yeah.
Two, I think it's really good that you've identified who you want to work with and who you don't want to work with.
Yeah.
And I think that's really hard because sometimes when we're running our own businesses, real estate agent, florist, whatever it is, plumber, like whatever the service is or the business is or the product, sometimes we just get so excited that we got a client or a lead or a prospect that we just work every single one. And I think that's dangerous. And I feel like you've done a really good job to say that is not a good client, not a good fit for me.
Yeah.
Maybe there's someone else I can work and partner and take care of that client.
Right.
And I think you've done a good job with that. What kind of success have you had? And over the past almost 9 years, what kind of success? Like what's lifestyle? Like, are you working 80 hours, 90 hours, 100 hours a week?
No.
Yeah. So like started a family, have a family.
Started a family, hope to grow that family, bought a house that has land for a dog. And, you know, I think a lot of people think also as an entrepreneur that you are working 80, 90-hour weeks. And it's easy to do that. But again, I think if you leverage the support, and that's something that the team, we're very lucky to have a lot of support, there's no need for you to work that. And also if you're time blocking and structuring your day correctly, like you just don't need to be doing that much. Like if you're doing 2-3 hours of good, solid work every single day to get you and grow your business, you don't need to be working nonstop.
So you have found success of not only balance of like how often you work in personal time, also family time.
Yeah.
You've also created what I think is just super impressive. You've leveraged the business side, the entrepreneur side, to be able to fuel and create a foundation and create a family and create some wealth building and leverage the business to help you live the life that you want to live and continue to live. Too many people live to work.
Yeah.
You work to live.
Yeah.
And I think that's really, really important. I think early on we were all like that, right? My first 3 years, I worked 100 hours a week.
Yeah.
I just loved it. I still do. But the reality is that is easily an easy way to go to burnout and
be unhappy.
unhappiness and stress and anxiety and like depression, like isolation. And
Yeah.
so if you were going to give some advice to someone who's currently working full time and they're thinking about launching into a new business or becoming an entrepreneur or business owner or doing whatever, what would be one or two pieces of advice that you think would be really important for someone to really understand and take in?
Yeah. I think aligning yourself with the right people from the beginning is so important. I think it doesn't matter what you're starting. Anytime you're starting something that's new to you, you don't realize what you don't know. And so you need to be around people that can coach you and guide you, but then also that can support you and hold you accountable. When I got in as a solo agent, I had nobody to do that. And I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
And I didn't know even where to start to learn things. And it became very easy to just be like, okay, this is just not, this isn't meant for me. Let me go try something else. And then when I started to be with the team and with you and realizing like, okay, I just need people to kind of hold my hand a little bit, it makes a world of difference.
Well, and it's kind of funny you bring that up because now you're the one mentoring, helping the younger agents, newer agents, maybe a little bit less experience. Now you're the one mentoring and coaching and helping them really just kind of help them, guide them to their way of success.
Yeah.
And I think there's fulfillment in that.
Yeah.
Like you reach a level of success in your own business. How are you giving that back? How are you helping other people? How are you pulling other people to succeed as well?
Yeah.
I think that's a testament to who you are, Sadie. It's one of the traits I love about you is that you're a giving person. I also think like you look at it and you say, okay, I'm a business owner, but yes, I want to serve, but also have standards of like, I will not cross this line or I won't go there because it's not healthy for my business.
Yeah.
What do you do for fun? What's fun?
This is not a question that I particularly like because I feel like I'm always like, oh my God, what do? I do anything for fun? It's so silly.
You do all kinds of stuff.
No, I do.
Fun.
I do all kinds of things for fun.
Yeah.
I love listening to live music. I love wineries. I like doing anything with my husband, our son, and my dog. And I like to travel. That was something that we really wanted to do more of this year. And I've finally been able to be like, I don't need to feel guilty for, like you were saying, you work so that you can live the life that you want to.
That's right.
And traveling is a big part of that. So.
Yeah, I think when you take the time off, are you super connected still? Or do you try and really balance out like you've taken 2, 3, 4 weeks off at times?
Yeah. Yeah. Last summer I took 3 consecutive weeks off and I thought it was really going to be stressful and
it worked out.
It worked out great.
How'd you not get pulled back into the business?
Again, I think it's aligning yourself with people that you know, that you trust, that are going to also help you and your business. And that's also hard to do. It's finding the right people. But yeah, that support is so important.
If you were going to say prospective clients out there and you want them to know something about you that makes you different from everyone else, what would you want them to know that how you serve them and the things you do?
I mean, this is probably cliche, but I do feel like I go so above and beyond. Like my standard for like what is normal is so much higher than what a lot of people are doing. And that's so much farther, like so much after closing. Like for today, I was meeting a client who closed several months ago to meet an HVAC contractor to give them advice. Like most agents aren't doing stuff like that. And the reason that I can do that is because I'm so selective of who I work with. Like the people that I work with, I truly consider my friends and family. And I know that then they're going to rave about me and refer me to other like people. So
I think also you just recently did something this past weekend.
Yep.
Tell everyone what you just did because I thought it was freaking super cool.
Yeah, it was super fun. So we rented out a pavilion at a brewery and we had a Commanders watch party. My husband's a huge Commanders fan, which I didn't ever really grow up watching football. And now that I'm married into his family, I realized that for some people it's like a religion. And so we were like, look, let's do a Commanders watch party. We'll rent this pavilion. We'll give you free beer and drinks and just come and hang out. And it was so much fun. It's definitely something I want to do every year.
And I'm sure the clients appreciated it and the people that you had there as your guests.
Yeah.
We're like, when are we doing this again?
Yeah, yeah. And a couple of them brought friends and they're like, wow, this is so awesome that your realtor does these events. I'm like, yeah, it's because I love my people.
I think that's what separates you from the other 30, 40, 50,000 other realtors in Maryland, D.C., Virginia is like, crazy. It's not just, okay, I helped you with this transaction.
Yeah.
It's like,
forever.
I'm building a relationship with you. I'm building a client for life.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a testament when you're running your own business. Not only do you want to acquire the client, not only want to give really good customer service, but what about the after? Are people focused on the after and the after service? And I think that's a testament, Sadie. Like, again, just another cool way of how you serve. Like, I know a lot of real estate agents, they'll go ahead and help someone buy a house or sell a house. And within 30 days, the client's calling. Most real estate agents shy away. They were nervous. They're like, oh my gosh, what's
I
wrong?
don't really want to deal with it. Yeah.
You're like, this is an opportunity for me to be a hero. And I think that really separates you from your competitors, and I think it's something that is just super powerful.
But I also think, Brian, that's a testament to you. And that, like I said, aligning yourself with the right people when you start, that's how I was taught to do it. And I realize now that's really the way that you do see success and you work really fulfilling business. So that's all you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A lot of people don't thank me enough, but like, you know what? Dead arse. Like, so amazing. I don't know. I still don't know what that means, but like, I keep hearing it.
Was
It's
not
all
the
good.
right context there, but.
In closing, Sadie, if people want to get a hold of you, how would they get a hold of you?
Call, text, email, Instagram. Wave.
Awesome. You said wave, which is so cool. And then last but not least, someone that's struggling in business.
Yeah.
Let's say they are running whatever business they're running. What would be some final thoughts that you can give them? Because you've seen the ups and downs of your business and your career. Someone that's struggling, someone that's like not in a great place. Market's a little different. Housing market's different. The economy's a little different. Inflation, all that good stuff. What would be some just final thoughts that you would give some advice to someone that's like probably not where they want to be?
Yeah. I mean, with the risk of sounding redundant, you need to find a mentor, somebody to partner up with, somebody to support you that you can lean into and they can kind of help you. Because everyone's having their own struggles. So chances are whoever you're going to team up with also could use your help. And also, you don't realize how motivating and rewarding it is when you start talking to people and realize, okay, they're going to help me, but I'm also going to be able to help them and we're going to work as this team. But yeah, if you're struggling, it's just really finding somebody that can help kind of bring you out of that, which is why I've enjoyed working with the new agents on our team so much because again, they don't really know what they don't know. And it's so fun to be able to be like, you feel like you're struggling, you're doing all the right things and having that reassurance. People need that. And
For sure.
so.
Nope, it's awesome. Sadie, thank you so much. And
Yeah,
please
thank you
make
for
sure you
having me.
guys like and subscribe. But
Yeah.
this was awesome. Thanks, Sadie.